We hope you're doing well today. Got David and Jen here with David Christopher's, and today is going to be a fast, not necessarily fast motion, but a pretty fast little how-to with how many items are you showing today?
3 or 4, whatever happens before the battery dies.
Okay, so we've been doing open house this week. Today is the last day of open house that we're recording the video, but you're going to see this on Saturday, so open house will have already passed. However, we're going to have some deals going, hopefully still in store for sure, and then we're working.
Figure that out.
Yeah.
You know, it's our night job. So
I know.
Go home and in bed we're like, what can we do as a discount or online?
So life has been crazy. Our kids have been sick, and open house has been going, and David has been working countless hours, burning the midnight oil, as they say, trying to work in all facets of the store, which is just part of owning your own business. So don't feel sorry for us or anything. I guess we signed up for this.
Yeah. 80 hours is the new 40 hours a week.
So we know that you're here to see some ideas, and that's what we're going to get started doing, is just to show you some things to hopefully inspire you for the holiday season. And we know Christmas is not here yet. Thanksgiving is coming up very soon. So these are some things that you could definitely go ahead and prepare, though, so that you're ready to decorate whenever that may be, whether it's now or later, or maybe you did it 2 months ago. Yeah, we put a poll on our social media, and thank you all for answering that and letting us know when you decorate, because that's helpful. And it was across the board different times.
What'd you tell them we did?
I didn't say.
It's usually like
it's usually a little
the
bit
16th, the 17th of December, just threatening to call somebody else and have them put a tree up for us. So.
Well, I put our tree up at home a lot of times.
Yeah.
It's not that big a deal. So let's get started with today's video.
Okay, today we're going to be doing naturals. So we're going to be doing some of my favorite things, which makes it look very natural and less glittery. I know you usually see me all flocked and full of glitter, and today we're going to be showing you what to do with more natural products. So I did bring some of our mercury glass vases that have this basket woven around them. Now this does not really like come off, it's woven onto the vase, and because of that tapered style, it really is going to stay on there. And I love these vases because to me they bring that nice sense of elegance, but they also have that basket which makes them a little more warm and homey. Sometimes that works really well for farmhouse decor. You want something that really makes it feel like holidays, and you've got French country or farmhouse or modern rustic, whatever you've got going on at your house. These are something that I really do enjoy and I think would be great in most people's homes. That they are glass, so you could put fresh flowers in them. Recommend you put anything you want in, but we're going to use artificial flowers because that's what we sell and that's what I have. So we're going to start off with magnolia. This is one of my favorite magnolias that we've ever had. It is laser printed, and the leaves feel almost real. They're brown on the back, green on the front, very good veining, and we're going to start with a few of these. Actually, I'm going to start with these pine branches, very wispy pine branch. I'm getting all mixed up trying to do too many things. But we're going to start with a few of these really wispy pine branches, if I can find them all. So I've got 4 of these. I've got little miniature pine cones on them. And these just really give us a good sense of height and overall, just a good balance of what the dimensions of the container you kind of want to get to. So those are a good thing to put in there, something that's just going to be a little bit taller, but hang over the sides a little bit. And then we're going to go to our magnolias. And these are great just to kind of drop in a vase or a garland or anything like that, because they look so natural. That 3D, three-dimensional, instead of them just being flat, these have leaves going around in circles. So that makes them look much more natural because it's actually the shape that a magnolia tree would grow. And they will probably sell out in the next week or two. So if you were looking for some, I would get my order in quickly. So we're going to add a few of these. I don't know how many I put in there, maybe 5. Just to kind of give us a nice base. I love that really nice green on top of our red vase. And then we're going to add holly. So this is our, I think we're calling it a fresh cut holly. It's faux. It has 3-dimensional molded plastic berries. So these are great for outside too because they can't pop. They're not styrofoam underneath. And we're just going to find a couple of spots and put a little bit of this holly in our vase. Let some hang over a little bit. We want some to kind of drape in front just to make it have that really great fresh feeling. Because, you know, if you've had something in the house for a couple of days, sometimes some of it will start to hang over because it's, you know, maybe not had enough water. But we're just going to add a few of these guys. Last one, put it on this side. And we're not gluing anything in, we're not, you know, wiring anything in. This is just, you drop some things in. These long wispy branches really work well to kind of create that grid so that everything kind of stays where you want. And then the magnolia leaves on top of that. Anytime you get those magnolias and that pine together, just stick it through the magnolia leaves. It's going to stay where you put it. And then we're going to go to another favorite of mine, amaryllis. I love amaryllis during the holiday seasons. I know they're a spring kind of flower, but I love amaryllis at Christmas. And I especially love this peppermint color amaryllis. And we're going to use a couple of these in our vase here. And because they've got that lighter coloration to them, like we could use red amaryllis, but because these have that lighter coloration to them, I am going to wire this one up a little bit higher. Just using a piece of that wispy pine to kind of go around it. Let it stay where I ask it to go. So the amaryllis are great because that lighter color on top of that deeper red really grounds the coloration in it. I think I'm going to cut this one just a little bit shorter. They do have a pretty thick stem in the amaryllis, so keep that in mind. And we're going to stick this one right in front here. So you've got just a really nice mixture of faux botanicals in there. You could add some berries. I've got various different berries we could add into this. You could just keep going as much as you wanted to from here, but you know, we're just giving you some examples of things that you could do for a wonderful tabletop piece during the holiday season. So that one's done. I think we're going to go for something a little bit more simple on our smaller vase, mostly because the battery on the camera may die soon. So we're just going to toss in a few of our magnolia leaves, and then I'm going to get a piece of that pine, and I think I'm going to cut it a little bit shorter. Cut my tag off. Now, this one's much shorter, so it's not that big a deal if I put one or the other in first, just as long as I get them kind of mixed up in and around here. Just to break up that magnolia a little bit. Just cram it back down there. So as you can see, we've got just a little bit of pine, a little bit of magnolia in our vase. Looks good like that. If you want to add a little bit more of something to it, we can break out our faux Mercury ornaments. And what I like to do with these sometimes is I will actually lay these inside of magnolia leaves. It's kind of like where the bloom would be on magnolia leaf. Just something a little bit different. And let my string kind of go between some of these magnolia leaves here. And let that just kind of sit there on that magnolia leaf. Just a little bit different, a little bit interesting, something to kind of catch your eye. So if you wanted to, you could add all 3 of your magnolia leaves, give them one of these. One of your faux Mercury balls into that little placement on the magnolia leaves. And then we're gonna move on so I can keep showing you a few things. We're gonna use our garden trough here. We're gonna add a little bit of holly. Okay. Need my magnolia. There they are. I found them. So again, I love these magnolia leaves. Easy to use, very user friendly, and look extremely natural. So we're just going to let a couple of those hang out right there, and we're going to add some wispier pines here. We're getting a nice little base going. As long as we can get some things kind of going across back and forth. I found my other magnolia. Right. Yeah, I had one somewhere. So the other great thing about these magnolia branches is they fill up spaces very quickly. So for this one, we're really just going to do some magnolia and the holly. We're going to add a few berries. I can find the rest of my items. As Jen said, this is kind of a thrown together, maybe more than usual thrown together DIY. We're just gonna bend some of these berries over. We don't want them all going the same direction. And again, we're just laying things into our garden trough. We're not gluing anything in. There's no styrofoam, nothing like that. So if you're a beginner and you want to try some of these things, it's a great thing to try. Because you don't have to cut everything. You can really just bend the stems if you need them a little bit shorter. Typically works for most of your items that you're using. do like to leave my handle a little bit exposed on my garden trough, just so you see a little bit of that. And then we're going to add some of our PG hydrangeas in this beautiful deep red color. Just pop that in between our magnolias. And I'll move a couple of magnolia leaves around the back of my hydrangea so it shows a little bit better. And another berry branch. And here in the middle-ish. Maybe one more, just to be safe. You can't go wrong with really too many berries at Christmas. Just bend a few of these berries in different directions. Always helps to make them, since they're really wired, it helps to make them feel like they appear as if they're growing, even though we all know they are not. And there we've got our garden trough that looks like it is ready for any dining table or any foyer, anywhere that you feel like you need those kind of things. I love using some of our permanent botanical pieces like our pines and hydrangeas and amaryllis and some of these more natural arrangements as opposed to glitter. Not that I'm opposed to glitter, we're just going natural today. So hope you enjoyed this. I don't know. Where's Jen? I gotta find her.
You adding something else?
You know me, can't sit still.
While he's adding that, I think why he called me in was to tell you all that you can find everything that he used in today's video at davidchristopher's.com. We sell wholesale and retail. To order wholesale from us, you do need a business license and have a business that sells decor and florals and things of that nature, or be a designer.
Service.
No, too bad you can't because we're held responsible that people are collecting taxes on all this stuff. So anyway, but if you don't have a business license, you're welcome to shop our retail store, either in store, 411 South Montgomery Avenue in Sheffield, Alabama, or online at shopdavidchristopher's.com. And you can check that out. We hope to be running some kind of sales throughout the entire month of November, as well as some great Black Friday sales. And I guess David just thought he was done.
Yeah.
And these roses are beautiful, though. They look so
I forgot
real.
to use them originally. I'm having an extraordinarily ADD day.
Well, it's understandable.
Everyone has called today also to try to get some things nailed down for big jobs that we're supposed to do later in the year.
Yes, so the decorating schedule is full for Christmas tree decorating. David actually did his first job yesterday, and he will have more coming up in the next couple of weeks, well into December, because people are willing to wait for David. So that's great, because I know sometimes, people want their stuff done now, but he's only one man. And we try to help him as much as we can, but he's the main talent behind all of the products and all of the design work that you get the pleasure of seeing. We just get to help support him in that journey.
I've been working on 2024's Christmas for a few months now.
Yes, he has, and that's so exciting. We have some new things to show you. But for now, toodaloo, And we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye. Like, subscribe. Leave us a comment and let us know if this is your style or not.
See,
We
Jen
love to
has
hear
to
from
be
you.
a part of the video.
No, I don't have to
I
be.
don't know what I'm saying.
But I just have lots of words, I guess. So, sorry.
Jen's the detailed one. She's very detailed and knows how to make sure everything ends up right. She's gonna edit this video and make it sound like I knew what I was talking about 10 minutes ago.
You did fine. So we will see you again. Goodbye again. Second goodbye. It's always better the second time around, right? See ya.